I told her it would take 2 hours. It took 5. And the worst part is I was not even surprised because it always takes more than I say. And I have started to think I am just bad at this. I am not bad at this, and neither are you. We are both doing something much stranger. Every time someone asks how long a thing will take, we answer honestly and we say a number that is wrong in the same direction every single time. That is the clue. Not that we are wrong, that we are wrong the same way always. A mistake that never corrects itself is not a mistake. It is a number we are reading off the wrong place. So let me show you the wrong place. Think about how long a task really takes across all the times you have done it. Not once, 100 times. There is the shortest it can ever be, a floor. Some morning where everything goes right, nothing interrupts, and it just flows. That is as fast as it physically gets, and you can never beat it. But there is no ceiling, none. The task can go a little long, or it can go completely sideways. The file will not open. Someone calls. The thing you thought was done was not done, and each of those does not add a few minutes. It multiplies. One problem drags in the next. So the picture is lopsided, pushed up against a wall on the fast side and trailing off into a long, thin tail on the slow side. Most of the time you land near the wall, but that tail is always there and it is heavy. Now here is the thing. Hiding inside that lopsided shape are 3 completely different numbers, and we treat them like they are one. The first is the most likely time, the single outcome that happens more than any other. The good run. That is the one your gut reaches for when someone asks. 2 hours. The second is the middle. Line up every time you have done it, fastest to slowest, and take the one in the exact center. Half your attempts came in faster, half came in slower. That number is already bigger than the most likely one. And the third is the average. Add up all the times, including every single one of those long, ugly ones in the tail, and divide. And because the tail is heavy, it drags the average way up, well past the middle, nowhere near the good run you quoted. For an ordinary, everyday amount of chaos, the average comes out around 1.5 times the middle. And compared to that most likely number your gut handed you, the good run, the average can easily be several times larger. That is the whole trick. Your gut quotes the good run. Reality bills you the average. And you might say, fine, but any one task I might get the good run. True, for one task. But you do not do one task, you do 1,000. And averages are exactly what stack up over 1,000. Book 10 2-hour jobs and you have promised 20 hours for work that on average was never going to fit. The good run is a fine bet for one coin flip. The average is what your whole year is actually made of. There is even a name for the mistake. They call it the planning fallacy. They have tested it for decades. They ask people for a realistic finish date and then separately a worst case finish date, the everything goes wrong date. And then they watch. And most people blow past even their own worst case. We cannot see the tail even when we are asked to look straight at it. It is why every big construction project runs late. It is why your engineer says 2 days and you have learned to hear 4. It is why the commute that usually takes 20 minutes has never once taken 5, but has absolutely taken an hour. The floor is close, the tail is long, and we keep quoting the floor. So here is where it leaves me. You are not bad at estimating. You are estimating the wrong quantity. You are reporting the best version of the story as if it were the honest one, and it feels honest, because most single days it comes true. But you are not paying for a single day, you are paying the average, and the average lives out in the tail you refuse to picture. So stop quoting the good run. When someone asks how long, the honest answer is not the time it takes when everything goes right. That number is a fantasy you happen to hit sometimes. The honest answer is the average, tail and all, the easy fix. Take the number your gut gives you, the confident one, and know that it is the floor. Then reach for the tail on purpose, or just watch yourself for a month. Write down what you guessed and what it took, and find your own multiplier. Mine is not far off 2.5. Then, when someone asks, quote the number and multiply, it will feel like lying. It will feel too big. That feeling is the whole problem. That feeling is you standing at the wall, refusing to look down the tail. Tell me in the comments what your multiplier is. Guess it first, then go and check. I would put money on you guessing low.